had just finished up our foster parent license. We were so excited. We still had all of our paperwork, on the dining room table. It was just a big milestone in the journey to finish that part and to receive our foster parent license. And we've been doing a lot of work around trying to get things ready to make the move. And my husband and I just fell asleep on the couch one night. We were very tired. And I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning to a smell like a candle had gone, blown out. So I woke my husband up and told him about it. He was like, "It does smell something, I don't know." So we went and we checked through all of the kids' bedrooms, thinking maybe it's a nightlight that overheated or something. And bedrooms were all fine. So we went downstairs and checked the different areas down there, and you could see smoke coming in around the garage door. He opened the door, and it was just thick black smoke. I mean, anything you can imagine that's in the garage was in the garage. It was on fire. We had no idea how long it had been burning, but it had essentially turned into an oven from all of the heat. He ran back upstairs, grabbed the brand new fire extinguisher that we had just gotten 2 days before from the licensing agent at Hoyleton, and he ran back down the stairs, opened the door again, and the fire had grown even more because it had been fed with the oxygen from having the door open that one time. He got on the ground and belly crawled towards the front of the garage, tried to put the flames out, and he couldn't get it. So he ran back up the stairs. He said, "I can't get it out, call 911. So I went through the house and I jerked all the kids up out of their beds and out of their, got them out of the house. They were still in their pajamas, no shoes, no socks, no nothing. My first call was to Kayla, because I knew, while we are adopting the girls, they're still considered to be in state custody. We're still foster parents, and that's one of the first things that they tell you when you're going through the licensing process. If you have something big happen like that, then you need to reach out to your caseworker.
On the day that I got the call from Tara and her traumatic day, it was around 6 o'clock in the morning. I was dead asleep, and when I received the phone call, I knew it was an emergency because the time frame, I wasn't expecting it. So I ended up calling her back, and it was a lot of screaming, a lot of things, and the only thing I heard was "help me." So when the phone disconnected, the first call I made back was to Tyra, and I called her. I explained what happened, the whole phone call that I heard, and she told me to call the police. So I called the police to see if I can get some more information. When I called the police, they had said it was a house fire. So I immediately got in my car, drove all the way out there, no directions, just straight baby. When I arrived, the house was still actively on fire, and everybody was just very overwhelmed, crying and upset. So first thing first, I had to give my very sweet Tara a hug. I gave her a hug, and I told her everything was gonna be okay. I just kept trying to reassure her, letting her know, things like this happen. We can't control these type of situations, so just making sure that I was extremely supportive, talked to the kids, instantly pulled my phone out even though it was almost dead because I didn't charge it. But I was trying to make sure they was watching Netflix cartoons, just keeping their mind busy and just making sure that they're feeling very comfortable in this very upsetting situation.
At that point, it was me just being there just to be a presence. Kayla was able to then take the kids to the gas station to try to find some shoes because they had no shoes on their feet, to get some snacks because all they had was the water that I was able to bring out there. And at that time, that's when I started picking my phone up, and I reached out to my colleagues to say, "Hey, I'm not on site right now. I'm at a home where there's a fire. Can I get some assistance with various things?" So one of my other supervisors was able to go and get Walmart gift cards so we could make sure the girls had some clothes, make sure there was food in the house. I was able to partner with our adoption supervisor, who had her permanency support workers go to Equipping the Called to get clothing. I was also able to reach out to Rebecca Roden, who's our interim director, and she walked me through the process to do the Rock the Need funds for emergency funding. So we were able to get $1,000 written out for the family to use for whatever they may have needed in that moment. So I'm actually very grateful that everyone was able to collaborate and get together, especially that early in the morning. Because again, that's rare for all of us to be talking before 7 a.m. about various things. So yeah, I'm very thankful for the support we were able to get. I'm very thankful for Kiela getting on site as fast as she wasn't even calling me knowing I was off, just knowing that I'm going to be available if I know my worker is calling me outside of a very odd time frame. And just being there for you guys, of course, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tonight, your support of Fund the Need ensures that when the next family faces an unexpected crisis, they won't face it alone. Your generosity becomes safety, it becomes hope, and it becomes a reminder that this community stands ready to help when it matters most.